Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Aries, all aspects and all the cross watcher, up to and including the 15th of May. So from the 1st up to and including the 15th of May 2021. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this is not your reading, check other aspects of your chart. Could well be that other videos resonate for you. With this reading, some things do add up and some things don't. Just take the things that do. Okay, let's have a look at the Aries theme then, from the 1st up to including the 15th of May 2021. What is the theme, Spirit? Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man and we've got the Star. So someone's trying to look for a perspective on something new. Maybe there's an awakening. Could also be a healing going on and or realization. Let's have a look. Right, in fact, I'm going to use the Black Moon astrology cards for the theme. The first up to and including the 15th of May 2021, Spirit, for the Aries watching and or the cross watcher. What can you tell us for the theme here? What is the other theme? To confirm the Hanged Man and the Star. What is the other theme or themes? So we've got Uranus, Genius and Sagittarius I see at the bottom of the deck. So someone's there's going to be a shake-up, I think, to try and awaken some information here, possibly. Uranus is about sudden shifts, and obviously Sagittarius seeing things from a different perspective, possibly. So there's going to be something here that shakes things up, I think. Okay, so let's take a look for Aries then, Spirit, from the 1st up to including the 15th of May 2021. Bear with me. I was doubting my dates then. I had to check the YouTube. I was like, are we in May already? 1st to the 15th of May 2021, Spirit, for the Aries. What is happening here, please? We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands and Strength in reverse. There's a burden. There's a very strong energy of a burden here that's apparent with the situation. Someone can't hold on for much longer. There's a sense of a family environment and or a long-term commitment here that either is shifting and or someone wants to move somewhere else towards, possibly. But we've got action. We've got some heavy action, or the need for action, but maybe someone doesn't have the strength to carry it through. Someone wants to move on to something a bit more calmer here and to resolve the situation, but it's like I'm hearing stagnant. We've got the Queen of Swords. So someone's disconnected in a situation. There's a lot of guilt and loss. And then we've got the Divine Masculine here, who's in an argumentative stance. So you've got possibly a karmic situation here that is a stalemate. It's like no one's moving. No one's moving in it. The karmic doesn't want to move. The masculine doesn't want to move. We've got a stalemate situation here. We've got blocks. Possibly both don't want to let the other one go, but they know they have to, maybe. There's definitely a strong disconnect. There's a judgment here about what to do next. So again, there's a lot of disappointment about this. It's like they haven't quite let go of this to heal. They haven't quite let go of something here, this couple, and so we're in this repeat energy. Interestingly, there's also a decision that someone wants to go towards possibly someone else and or reconcile the situation. If more than likely they want to close out this defensive energy and possibly reconcile, and or the masculine wants to go somewhere else and reconcile there instead. But the masculine doesn't want to commit. The masculine doesn't want to stay in this commitment. The masculine wants to go to a new option here, and or a divine feminine counterpart option. That's what the masculine aims to do. The masculine is aiming to to do that. The karmic wants to work on it and to continue with the connection. So we have a situation where there's a kind of a loop here. So no one's doing much. Everyone's kind of, it's a bit of a stalemate situation, which would be relevant to the Hanged Man and the star energy. No one's really doing a lot here. We've got potential for a new cycle to begin with the Fool. And maybe they, you know, this karmic couple do start this new cycle, but then there's arguments again. It's just the same energy over and over and over again. Then we've got an emotion, like someone's a bit out of balance emotionally here, which does not help the situation either. Which then creates a big tower moment. There's again, this is where the Uranus would come in, which is unexpected. So there's a big shift here from possibly a karmic taking a decision that's going to kind of shift the situation, but someone doesn't want to see it maybe. But it's a big change because it's a tower moment. So there's an element here of someone. It's breaking down the situation with the karmic couple, but it's not closing it out. It's causing more disruption within this energy, but it just feels like this masculine is holding on to a situation. It's like they know that there's an end, but it's just that they're just kind of holding on for dear life. It's kind of, yeah, someone knows they have to leave. They know that they can't go on like this. It's like they just, and again, that would validate the Uranus, which is that unexpected event, and then someone understanding that they just can't go on like this. So let's try and figure out what the unexpected event is that shifts the perception, that allows this masculine to kind of go, yeah, this is not going to work. And let's see what else we can figure out and see what maybe you can be doing, because what is the unexpected event? What is the unexpected event? You need patience. You need to have patience. So there's going to be an extreme situation here. It could be something that you already knew was going to happen, but there's definite drama. What is the unexpected event that happens here with this? It's possibly going to benefit you. It could involve a third party that this feminine goes to as a way of making themselves feel better about what, you know, the destructive element in their relationship. And rather than dealing with the problem, they're kind of looking for that elsewhere. So what else can you tell us, please, about this situation? We've got a beggar in this situation here. So someone's confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion and self-esteem. So yeah, there's an element of lack here where codependent people are holding on, fear of survival, and rather than empowering themselves and disconnecting and moving forward, they're not doing it. So my recommendation would be is, where are you lacking that? Because if this is your counterpart, you could be reflecting the same instances. So it'd be about empowering yourself at that level as well. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to reclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So we've also got someone here that maybe you don't see where this is going to go. Maybe they do. Maybe that the masculine knows a little bit more than you do. So again, I think possibly that someone could be using humour to being a bit denial of an emotional truth. So the masculine could be pretending everything's okay and actually it isn't. And that's their way of kind of detaching from the situation a little bit, maybe. Let's see. What else can you tell us about the situation, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this situation for Aries? What else can you tell us? Big, bold vision. So this is about a rebirth on their side. And if they're not ready, they're not ready. And it's going to need inspiration, hence the star. They need to heal. So if they're not doing it, there's possibly a reason. Right, Right, what else can you tell us about Aries reading, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this Aries reading? So there's definitely a shake-up coming that's going to get people to see where this lies. So we've got, I believe, right? So this is about Pisces energy. So this could be illusionary energy, but it can also be about intuitive energy. So this is about you trusting. If you feel like this is your person, then again, it's about empowering you, because there could be some mirroring going on here about you maybe being in denial about certain things. So it's about understanding what is to be believed and what isn't. And then we've got Jupiter energy, which is abundance. So maybe they're going through a lack at the moment, and then it's meant to trigger an empowerment from their side. But let's have a look. What else we can see? I want to see. Oh. Right. So let's say, for example, you're in an energy of, you know that this is the case. You know that they're in a position where they have to just understand their liberation and their empowerment. Then you're good. But if you feel like you're being pressed by this as well, and that you're under pressure, the idea would be to focus on your things that you can control and empowerment of yourself, because then that energy might help them to shift out of this. Because there has to be a perspective change here, and they have to see it, because they can't quite understand this. There's a perception shift that needs to happen. And at the moment they're holding on. It's like a survival mode that they're in, and they're not willing to come out of that, because again, it's a codependent energy. We've got death here, so this is about a transition. It's a process. So in the meantime, you need to be maybe focusing on things that you can control while this gets closed out, possibly. Right, what is the messages for Aries, please, an Aries reading? What do the Aries need to be aware of? There is definitely going to be a help here with this kind of sudden shift, because we've got a leg up in the fate. So something will be destined to shake this up so that this person can see this. But it's going to be up to them to acknowledge it afterwards, possibly. Let's see. Right, what else can you tell us, please, for Aries reading? What else is going on, please, Spirit? Right, so again, friendship and union. So this could be just part of the process towards you guys rebuilding a friendship to then go on to union. Maybe they need your support during this. Maybe you've decided you didn't want to support that. Who knows? But it might well be that they need that kind of friendship to help them, maybe. Who knows? It's up to you how much, your boundaries are and where you want to do this and support them. And maybe you don't feel like you can. Maybe you're not interested in them anymore. Again, we've got stabbed in the back. And watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So either that they feel stabbed in the back after this, or maybe you do. So whatever it is, maybe they've paused a little while to sort of come out of it, and they felt like they were responsible for someone. And then by staying in the situation, they've then been affected by it, possibly. So looks like they're not going to be too happy about the situation. Let's see, what else can you tell us, please, for Aries reading? Yeah. So we've got the siren and venom. So it looks like this person could have done that to kind of get back at the masculine, maybe. It looks like it was done possibly deliberately to affect the masculine. Maybe it was a deliberate action. Maybe it was to knock their confidence. Maybe they knew that there was a fire that was burning in the masculine there for you or someone else, and they didn't want that. And so maybe they took action into their own hands. Maybe right, let's have a look. What else can you tell us? Aries, please. What else for Aries reading? Right. There needs to be forgiveness. So maybe you are upset with them that they didn't kind of leave until they stayed in the situation and then this happened. They're asking for forgiveness. Again, I'm not saying you're letting someone walk all over you and then you're just forgiving them over and over. This is, if you know this is your divine counterpart, if you know you've got things to work through and they've got things to work through, and that this is, that this is a soul contract, that this is, you've had confirmation on personal readings, then obviously it's about forgiveness. It's about helping them learn, because again, it's like, it's part and parcel of kind of these kind of connections, but this is also about expansion, Because it could be that their perception's limited, and so this is part of their growth for them to then see, for them to then grow out of the connection to come towards you. This could be helpful for your connection in the long run. I know it sounds mad to say it like that, but right, let's see. What is the outcome for the Aries? What is Aries' outcome, Spirit, from the 1st to the 15th? What is the outcome for Aries from the 1st to the 15th of May 2021? What is the outcome? We've got 3 of Swords, so there's obviously going to be a bit of pain here, and we've got the Chariot, so someone's in pain and then decides to leave, and it looks like they might leave to come to you or somebody else. It looks like they're coming to visit you, or leaving the situation behind them, possibly. I just keep hearing they've had enough. So let's see, what is the outcome? We've got the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So it could be that they're no longer prepared to kind of go back around on this merry-go-round, and they don't want to be involved in this anymore, possibly. Yeah, so it looks like they might try and disconnect. We've got the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Swords as well. Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to retry this. I think there's an opportunity to heal, but it might be away from the situation. Yeah, someone feels like they're not going to take this kindly. It's like they're disconnecting from this. They are looking to the future with somebody else, because they feel like this has just been one too many situations here. There's an awareness. There's a sudden awareness. They finally get it. I'm seeing that there's a final awareness here of what they need to do. And that they need to leave. We've got the Chariot twice now. They need to kind of build into... Clarify 3 of Coins and the Chariot. Yeah, they need to be single. Their destiny is to move away from this and build their own things that are away from the situation. There's an awareness of the person that they've been dealing with as well. Maybe they hadn't seen it properly before, possibly. They know that there's no real balance or stability where they're at, because I'm just hearing there never has been. So it's like they're seeing all these things. They're going to reject the commitment. They're just going to reject the commitment here. Let's see though, because we've got the Chariot coming up twice. What else can you tell us, please? What is the outcome for Aries reading? What is the outcome for the Aries reading, please? Yeah. I think they're disconnecting. They're emotionally, if they haven't already, they'll be emotionally disconnecting. So it's like it's like one more, if they don't leave after this, it's one more nail in the, it's a nail, right? Now don't forget, the reason they might be holding on is going to be different, but it could be, again, codependency. It's like a lack of self-worth. Right, what is going to happen at the end, please, of middle of May for this? Yeah, it's like they know that they can't rely on this person to, again, they're starting to see this person for who they really are. So if they haven't seen this person before in their true colours, then it's kind of, it's inevitable, they're going to see it, type thing. What else can you tell me for the outcome for this reading? What can you tell me? So there's a balance here, okay, and we've got the Sun. So we've got an awareness of a lack of balance here, and that someone's going to have to decide, do they move on and heal, or do they stay and heal it, you know? What is the outcome for the Aries reading? Show me the outcome for the Aries reading, please. So again, it's like they might become even more sure of your connection from this. All right, so that it's like it's becoming more and more obvious that this is not the right connection for them. Now you could be asking, well, why don't they do something about it? It could just be that they're not ready, because if it's a soul tie connection and or karmic, sometimes it's not as simple as just someone leaving, you know. Sometimes it has to take several different things. It could be a lack of reacting from your side as well. There's a journey with this, is what they're saying. There's a journey here at the end of all this, but anything that you're seeing they're not doing or they're overlooking, try and apply it to you, because it might help your side of things. Let me see what else we can. Right, what else can we look at here for the Aries reading? What else is relevant? What is the other message for Aries reading, please? What is the other messages? Final messages for Aries. See, look, actions speak loudly. Express your love through action. So this action is going to show them what they need to know. If they choose not to see it, then it's about a lack of self-belief on their side, which means you have to step up on your side so that you can really keep this momentum going, because it's up to them if they see it or not, right? It's down to them to heal, not you. You can only do your part. Final message here. Strength and guidance. So it could be that maybe they need your strength, or maybe they haven't got the strength to, or the foresight to see what is the deal, and this is going to kickstart that process. Okay guys, hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.